Ooh, hot damn! What a way to kickstart this. Rez there. Those ones feel nice, man. All right, good way to start for NiP. And a man down. Out of the gate. NaVi starting to work some connector control, but they have lost ground outside of B that they don't know about yet. Hampus going super deep there. And the rest of NaVi slowly but surely filtering out towards middle.
Back to B for NaVi.
Dude, Hampus has been sat here waiting all the whole time. It's like prop hunt. Right, he's just waiting at the little sewer tunnel.
Oh, do they clear it?
Yes, they're looking right at him, but still, he's going to win that first engagement. They need to go and deal with Hampus, and they will try to do that now. Perfecto drive-bys him. S-tag inside of the B site, wins that first, but there's more where that came from, right around the corner. They do run him down, and NaVi somehow finding a way into the B site. A way to get this bomb planted. That's a bit of extra money at least, but Bit still staring down the barrel of a very rough 1v3. Trapped in at default, trapped on the bomb. NiP gonna grab the pistol.
Team ace, good sign. Team effort, everyone getting involved there for NiP. And with NaVi finding a bomb plant, likely expecting AKs, some Galils perhaps in the second round, putting a bit of money in. Trying to flip the script. That's what happened on Mirage. We had some very back and forth early rounds in the first half with some eco wins dotted around as well. Simple, fully set up by Young with the AK, with the armor, with all the util. It's a very tasty buy for NaVi. Gonna head with numbers A. That was one of the problems yesterday. It was just Bit solo working mid in so many gun rounds. Always getting 1-for-1 by Zywoo and Spinks. Rez is just as aggressive as Spinks was yesterday as well. Already pushed all the way into playground. He sees something, waits for the guaranteed kill, and takes it as well. Ooh, smoke doesn't come down. Needs to drop it quickly as they're trying to collapse upon him. Simple knows he's got him trapped from the mid. Nowhere to go. For Rez, he's got to fight his way out of this box. Simple will end his round nice and quickly, and even gift an upgrade. That's the danger of a play like that. NaVi, no longer just deagles, they have rifles on every single person.
Uh-oh. Oh dear.
This is it.
Oh dear. Brollan now out of the round, and NiP a man down. They're going to try and re-swing long. Don't go feeding Electronic here. Hampus decides there's better fights worth taking that might come. Oh, no, never mind.
No, that is the better fight.
Well, you know,
for Electronic.
He gave it a go, and NaVi are going into the double B stack at least. Maybe that could go NiP's way. Might have these 2 A kills, but they've got their hearts set on a B play.
Oh, but before they go, Electronic, is he going to walk through A and do it again? Now, they don't have time to rotate out, but if they want, they could wait for Electronic to run through heaven and clear. That smoke is so
really
big.
problematic.
S-tag, 20 seconds. I don't think he knows. There's 4 or 3 players behind the smoke. Electronic is making ruckus, running down. There's a kill. S-tag now knows they're through. He swapped places. They spam him out. Plopsky, can he deny the plant? That would be massive, but it's a safe plant for heaven. They still line up. Molly on the bomb site. Simple forced wide. He goes behind the barrel and smokes it, and they peek together to close the round. Electronic there with 3 of his own. A very scary situation for NaVi, but they just about get it done. Yikes.
Yeah, right. Just about found a way to make that interesting. Oh, that could have been a boring round, everyone. That could have just been a 2-man save on the B side with a plant upper. But instead, we got that. We got that little heart racer for you. So the 4-spy wars are afoot. And a feat? What is that?
I don't know how to answer that question.
How would you describe a foot to someone who's never seen one?
If you know, you know.
Like a leg hand, you could say.
And if you toe, you toe.
Rez blinded off the angle, has to hop on down. But he doesn't want to admit defeat. Hopping around, was hoping he could connect midair with the scout.
Yeah, well, NaVi winning a low econ round, but now the shoe is on the other foot. It's NiP with pistols. Perfecto, tiptoeing his way out con. Contact of Hampus is going to force S to tag swing, but he won't go for it just yet. Sundae has crept his way out. Monster, lovely shot. Two of them will do. And Hampus doesn't even need to play into this one now because NaVi will still get a double kill B and end up on that top site. Hampus knows it as well. He can fast flank, he can walk up behind, but still relies on the players in the site doing something. Rez caught out in the open bit. A second headshot. Spiffing stuff. It's just Hampus.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah, just left saving. You know, maybe could get out with a gun. I mean, Sundae Young's here and he's like super low on health, so why not? But bit would and maybe could even trade this if it happens. If it happens. It's a big if. Some die young, some die to Deegs, and there he is on the receiving end of Hampus. But as mentioned, as prophesized, Bit would be there to trade on the 7th day. And so that's NaVi able to walk over them in the anti-eco round.
Yeah, Bit in form is a good sign. Someone you called out coming into this series who's had a bit of a quiet tournament for the guy. Last two maps have been a lot better, or at least it was on Mirage. Early exec. Oh, S-Attack caught off there. Simple was already in the monster tunnel, and they were lining up Util to go. Cool boost. Triple boost at long. If only there was someone here to find, maybe Bit could come their way, but doesn't seem like it. You know, on one hand, I feel like that's wasted on an eco. On the other hand, doing that in a gun round would be literally mental. So, makes sense.
But it could be so good.
It could be so good.
I kind of want to run it. I kind of want to just go to, like, you know, when we're done casting this evening, Hugo.
Meet me outside long.
We would need another... We'd have to introduce a third party into this relationship.
I don't think that would work for me. You
No?
know, I'm a one man at a time guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I know you want to cast with Henry again. I know it's been a while, but not on my watch.
Well, I respect your views on that, and you know, this relationship is a two-way street. So if that's how it's got to be to keep you happy, Hugo, then that's how we'll have it. For Hampus here, he doesn't have any men other than himself, and even that's on a bit of a timer, as he will get snuffed out right at the close.
Whose man is this? Well, it turns out it's NiP's. Back in spawn with a rebuy now on the full rifle round. NaVi 3-1 up, sitting pretty. Already good, you know, setup for a T-side. But I'll be very impressed if NaVi can run away with the T-side half. You know, NiP, regardless of their form right now, this is not, you know, NaVi T-sides on this map have left me in tears for years, Harry, even going back to Zeus. So Electronic finally figured it out.
Brollan, how have you gotten out of there? How are you still alive? 25 HP and a man up. NiP will take that one all damn day. This is the part of the round where everyone's just kind of spamming, hoping, praying that one of these connects. Ooh. Ooh, and sometimes they trick you. Sometimes you think, like, maybe they will. Maybe they will. Oh, everyone's got hit for 9. Maybe they will. But then they don't. Well, re-smoking at Monster just to slow down a B play. Electronic is on the other side of it, and where we see a smoke,
yes,
he sees opportunity. He's going to get flashed through here and sent in to the waiting guns. Plopsky dispatches of him with ease, doesn't even break a sweat in that one.
Oh,
But Bit pulling up with a big double opener.
that's going to leave a mark. Spray headshot, painful. As NaVi enter the B-bomb site, Hampus could lob a nade onto default, but it won't stop the bomb from going down, and they even try and hunt. Ooh, that's left them down a man now. Heaven smoke non-existent. Bit moves off the plant to fight it instead, and he finds Brollan. Still another man pushed up. Bit has found 4 headshots in this round, and he's looking for the ace. Now he needs it. Rez coming in off the bridge. Bit doesn't want a full flank, goes back to Monster. Rez doesn't even know. He thinks he's still in the bomb site. A lot of angles to clear now. Bit's holding very high. Rez's headshot will come below, but Bit flicks back, but not in time, and he's won the round anyway. 4 kills from Bit, 4 headshots, and 4 rounds.
Of course, right? A one-man army. Crazy, and up at 9-3 as well. You know, I was kind of worried about Bit throughout this, throughout Group A of the Pro League. Really, he kind of hadn't had the same like usual flair about him. But this game put a lot of faith back on it for me. This is kind of a more normal Bit performance where he's just looking out of his mind, completely unchained from any sort of reality, really. 4 kills in that round, the only one on his team to do anything, and it was enough to find NaVi a 4th round. He's got 9 kills, the entirety of his team of 12. No money left for the NiP boys.
Rez is in a pivotal position, but as much as he was in the 2nd round, this is a spot where if he dies, the gun is lost. No one can pick it up. No one can go hero. He's got to do it himself. He's got to get a multi-kill. And Bit, the headshot machine, dead immediately, but Simple's there to trade. A second later. Oh, Brollan, that's a shot. Deagle spam at range, and he's almost done in electronic. Put him down low. They both are. Some Young's crept into B. No one a monster. No need to worry. Hampus finishes what Brollan started. 4-on-2, NiP. Holding strong despite the lack of weaponry as NaVi now have to crunch their way into this B site. They should know monsters clear, but that is all the space they're getting given.
Perfecto leading the charge. That's a nice opener. Are they ready for the barrels player? Playing around this smoke, waiting on the other side of it. There's a bit of spam dealt both ways. Perfecto's really looking for this, but it will be Young to run on in before Brollan does that.
Yikes.
Up and over the top. 3 kills for him in that round, and the Deeg delivers for Brollan.
Clean old clicks. We love that for him. To think he almost died at the long side fighting electronic coming up A, but glad he didn't.
I'm really glad that you don't think we need to introduce any new, you know.
Are you going back in?
Yeah, I'm going back in.
Yeah,
I got one more line. I got to revisit it. I got to revisit it. Just pretend we only just made the joke, everyone.
Yeah.
So it's so funny.
No, I agree.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
we're talking about, and then I say, yeah, you know, you go, you know. I'm a big believer you only need one bit of wood in your life. I believe in mahogany.
That's actually really good.
Right? All right, so Bit walking out mid.
Yeah.
So then we go to pretend that joke landed for the first time, and landing for the 10th time over in mid. It's Bit putting up another opener. Man, advantage here for NaVi.
I'm shocked. That was some of your best work today, Harry.
Now just Hampus with a solo B defense getting asked for here. He's got a smoke to work around, I guess. Gonna try and put it to good use, but they are sneaking out past it. They're sneaking around him. They're in the water with you, and it's warm, all right. Electronics found him over at the short side, and Brollan will just have to save in the 1v4.
Yeah, it's from Hampus to Dampus. It's soaking wet down there. Oh, and the smoke's not ideal, but we cut away. No one saw it. No one saw it. Simple. Oh, don't show it. It's just Brollan. And he is saving, although he doesn't want to. Might find Perfecto in middle.
Bomb has been planted.
Or maybe Perfecto will find him. Five T rounds, like this is sick. This is looking like a far fresher NaVi than yesterday on this map. They were at their wits' end. We'll get away with the AWP. That's a big save for the old Brollan. But it's still a strong lead for NaVi.
Yeah, a little timeout called in here, and I think justifiably so. Already, really, I don't want to have to say it, but I'm going to say I think even if NiP went on from this point in the game and won every single round that was left, all 8 of them. Wait, there is 8 rounds left. Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All 8 rounds that are left, they won them. Yeah. I still don't know if that would be enough. I really have trouble seeing their T side, you know, having like some rip-roaring energy behind it. And I'll give you another hint. They're not gonna win 8 rounds in a row. That just won't be happening. They don't have the money to do it. As does have that hero warp. And honestly, in these rounds, I think these are actually where he looks the most dangerous a lot of the time. But
feet.
You swing for the king. And Simple, bearing down upon him, does leg that AWP out of the round, even though S-Tag claims it. Oh, come on.
Bloody hell.
That was nearly, as his death warrant, death certificate, not warrant, bloody hell. Death certificate signed.
Crikey, lad.
Got a warrant for that death, mate.
You got a license for that gun. Simple does. He's bloody battered their way through B. NaVi.
Oh.
They're in. Oh, 2 kills.
Simple's just Simple.
Simple's just, okay, he's killing everyone apparently. Electronic will come in to help out. AWP can get saved again. Brollan save simulator.
Yeah, Brollan's life is pretty bad right now in this game. Not overall, not out the server, but in the server, it's pretty boring for him right now. He gets to go run up A. He runs the whole way, optimistic that this round something will be different. That this round, this is his chance. And then
Brollan save AWP.
He grabs the AWP from B, and what does he do? He holds on to it in the next round, where he'll probably have to part ways with it, give it to Rez, and then rinse, repeat that. This is your life now, Brollan.
Oh, he's getting rinsed on repeat, no doubt. Guy doesn't even get to play rounds, doesn't even get to play the AWP, but yeah. This could be a way back in, right? Rez actually starting off stronger, hitting some opening shots. Obviously, NaVi are doing a lot of B pops right now, making things harder than they need to be for Rez and for Brollan. That was a nice shot for S-Tag. But let's see the Simple highlight reel, because he got 3 picks into that B site, I'm pretty sure. Okay, that's unreasonable. That's so unreasonable. Here's the full buy though. Oh, they run the molly. They don't even smoke the second. That's crazy. 2 players take serious damage, but they didn't want to announce it. They didn't want NiP to know how deep they've gotten. 2 players all the way up long. Yeah, it came at a cost, but the benefit, it's there. If they start sneaking now, they will be right behind NiP. Knives out. They know just how much they pulled the wall over NiP's eyes. This is such a heads-up call for Electronic. As long as his teammates don't die, NiP have already lost the round.
Yeah, they're getting flanked on, dude. Like, Brollan's just... just gonna get tapped in the back.
Still Rez
He's
here.
knocked out. Rez still fighting, but now Pinson, he's got to do something big. Simple gets rid of him. Tiny little pixel angle for that AWP. Hampus already rotating up, but he's in the thick of it alone right now. His teammates slowly leaving that B site. For the time being, Hampus might need to be the hero. Out through the bank side of things, walking out towards the bomb site. Electronic just playing at the planter, looking down. They won't be able to see him here. It's a very grimy spot. Electronic, come on now, you're 6-2 up. Do you need to play here? Is this where you got to be? Staring at his feet, he loves them. He's hungry for more. And only good for one. It's only the tag from Simple's off, but they are on the bomb. It's going to connect. Young's missed the spray, and oh no, NiP have won the round.
He just drew an outline around that defuser. He only needed one hit, Harry. One bullet would have done it. Hampus was 10 health after that leg shot. That looked so close, but losing track of the spray and losing the round as a result. Oh, I called it too early. That was a sick call from Electronic to run through the molly without smoking. NiP had no idea, but they did, in fairness, have the perfect setup to counter. 2 players in toilets, and not just that, Rez, the swivel to a second shot on the site. He is really, he's the real deal. Like, second AWP, but man. He's got some finesse to it. He's got some flair. Flash for Simple. And a boost instead for NaVi. It's a player on the pillar. Maybe there's a way, maybe there's a chance. Stag's holding it though, and ooh, some dicks go through that. Either way, nice nade. They're just trading damage right now, yet to find a kill. Simple still looking for an opportunity, but they keep the pressure on with utility, and NiP haven't overfaced on the short side either. Wolf getting swapped out, and Electronic just says, you know what, I've had enough of us messing around with utility and boost. Let's just run at them. Electronic go kill, and so he shall. And that's a save. Do you hear fireworks?
I hear fireworks. Sorry, that's...
I hear so many fireworks.
What's happening?
Right outside. We're going to miss them. Someone take a picture if you're in Malta. Are you really Googling Malta fireworks?
I don't know. Maybe there's a celebration.
Find fireworks sellers,
Maybe there's
Harry.
a celebration. I don't know.
I think maybe it's because Fnatic have made the playoffs.
Oh, and so we're lighting them. Not us.
Yeah,
like,
they are.
Oh, Fnatic are like...
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
They bought their own fire. That's kind of metal.
They came prepared. Came in confident.
Yeah. So how are you guys feeling about your chances of making it to the playoffs? Pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, we've already placed an order for the firework display. So really cannot afford to mess this one up. Right, it's 7 for NaVi. And the only fireworks right now is that bomb going off, signaling another round going their way.
They not got enough.
Starting to really pick up some steam here, NiP. They're steaming, calling in a little timeout, trying to figure out what's going wrong.
We tried everything, but especially Monster, because man, NaVi are just walking through it and finding multi-kills every single time, whether it's Simple or Electronic or even Bit. They've all put on a show back on Mirage and here as well. Clean for Electronic, runs a smoke and just double kills. Easy, no flash, no teamwork, no help needed. Why are you laughing, Harry?
Sorry, I just got tweeted the message, International Malta Firework Festival, but that isn't a thing. I've Googled it. Not a thing. Not a thing. And it just really caught me. All right, here we are, NiP. Trying their best to not get steamrolled. Nades onto the boost. Not gonna find anyone here. Rez is aggroing down the short side with the AWP. Bit of damage done from Sumdar Young. S-Tag just getting nipped on his heel.
Why is there so much imagery in this game? We're not trying.
But I'm sorry, they're shooting at feet a lot. I can't help that.
Yeah, dude.
People say I'm talking about feet all the time. Well, tell them to stop. I'm only saying what's on the screen, really. I know I deviate off a tiny bit. A tiny bit, yeah, it's kind of underselling it. Reds, oh, there we go, it's a head. How about that? How about that? AWP taking heads off. And Hampus, he'll even put another on the board. Electronic trying to walk out through the monster tunnel.
Not today.
S-Tag will get rid of him. Simple smoked off. Brollan waiting in con. And for NaVi, it's just down to this Simple Perfecto duo. Brollan ready and waiting. Will get removed.
That's disgusting. No, that's not on. But winning the round is a pipe dream. And Perfecto, got to give him the pipe. Out in B, but through Monster first. There's smoke slitted everywhere. But got to keep your gun out. 3 CTs in the sight. Campus can flank as well. Perfecto saving, but not even the AWP. The AWP's on short. It's pretty deep, in fairness. And so he will just hold on to his AK.
Counter-terrorists win.
Nice put together round though, and it's going to feel good to have finally gotten the better of one of these B plays, right? The fact that Electronic and Bit have just been kind of separately walking out Monster whenever they feel like it and opening up with B entry kills, it's not inspired a lot of confidence, and I think it's always made NiP feel a little shaky in their rotates, never really wanting to dedicate resources away from that B site. So now finally, you know, repelling one of these pushes, if they could, you know, win another round here, start chaining a couple together, that can be their route back in, and suddenly, you know, this half doesn't have to feel so one-sided. Timeout for NaVi. Dude, it's mental. Like, every round in these last couple has just been accented by attack pause. Every team not wanting, you know, both teams, not every team, there's only 2. Both teams not wanting the other one to pull ahead.
Every team in this BO3 trying their hearts out, Harry. All 2 of them. Only game still going, of course. We do have our finish matches. Fnatic and Vitality locking in 2-0 wins. That's why we're still here. For glory, for pride, for Counter-Strike. Campus deep in middle, climbs all the way over. Oh boy, with the Molotov, they don't put it out again, and this time it costs them. Simple just backs out, goes back to B. These quick hits that have been working for the most part for NaVi. Smoked, but they don't care. They're going through. They flash their way. Popsky hits a headshot or 2 on the spray, and Brollan stops Perfecto. What a beautiful hold.
This is perfect, man. NaVi, they tried to run it back. They tried to go for one of these, you know, tried and tested B plays. They hoped that last round was a bit of an anomaly, so they figured they would test the waters again. You know, only amplified after they lost that man over in middle. And the results were not there. So that's now like 2 of these B rushes in a row that you've been able to put a stop to. This is where NaVi are gonna have to start exploring other avenues, and where the B defense can finally, at least hopefully, have a bit of a breather. It never feels nice when your opponent's just kind of having success on the I guess you'd say simplest of ideas, which is just running it out until. So now that you've put a stop to that, you've broken their money, NiP suddenly in a position where they can look to grind out a win in the half here.
Yeah, sitting around the spawn, having fun, moseying on over, waiting for NiP to waste a lot of util, but in doing so, they get a lot of space. Popsky, first B short push, we've seen this map, taking all the way to lane. Peeking Monster through it. NaVi, at least they're having fun. Hop, a skip, and a jump. That was your best work, wasn't it, Harry, at Sports Day? Hop, skip, jump? Or was it the long jump?
No, long jump was my thing.
There we go.
I was a long jumper.
Yeah? What's your longest jump recorded?
This was years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could not tell you off the top. I
You're a
don't
fraud.
keep like a running track record of all my.
Well, no, it wasn't running, it was jumping.
Yeah,
I
okay.
was wondering.
I mean, I was also. I'm a quick runner. Astonishingly, I know.
In short bursts.
Yeah, short bursts, but very, very fast.
We need short bursts from Brollan because he's not got much ammo. 3 kills. That's a lovely transfer. Not a bad start. But here's the finish. Rez. Ready to end it. Oh, didn't see him. But Hampus did. 6 rounds to NiP. It's decent, but NaVi still, you know, not physically won the T side, but mentally won the T side. It's a great half. They just want to put a little bit on top right at the end. That'll be this gun round. That's what they've been chatting about. If you thought they were trolling by jumping in spawn, they were, but they were also discussing the follow-up full buy.
Wait, that was for them to talk.
Yeah.
Well, oh, sorry. I thought that was something that like Blade and Electronic had been working on. Maybe.
No.
It was just so synchronized. It's kind of amazing that it came together looking so purposeful. Okay, so now we have rifles back out for NaVi. You said that they've been talking about this round. Let's see what they've spoken about. They want to try and get some of this water control early. This is already feeling like another one of these B hits. They're going back to it again. Old habits dying hard here for NaVi. Up through the short side. Good flash. The Electronic was actually the one to throw that, so bad flash. Changed my mind. Brollan, even out through the connector, strikes another one from the tally. Suddenly we're into this 2v3. Electronic might have the B site, but Simple has the bomb, and he's lost it over in the short tunnel.
Blob, 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 blob. Electronic is deep in water. Up a creek without a paddle. 1v3. And no bomb to play behind either. They know he's in the site, or at least they can guess. He's got to take his first one. Oh, those taps were on it. Nade might finish the job. Hampus run away, and down the stairs he goes. Electronic eats a nade. Synchronized. Smoke on the site. He's going to go all the way back around through Monster. He might hit a timing. Brollan's going to check it, though. Ooh, timing is everything. Electronic trying to go up and over. What a move! Okay, well, that's what they were practicing for in Spawn. I do love that. Trying to get over Brollan's angle. If he was further away, Electronic could have dodged him there and then re-peeked it from the other side. But not to be. Brollan up close deals with him. That bomb drop was everything on the short side. Even though those flashes go crazy, yeah, sure, Electronic blinds Perfecto. At the same time, his routing was perfect, and his crosshair placement while blind was also perfect. He just wasn't shooting because he couldn't see them. But it was all to get NaVi in the first place. Yeah, a couple too many players looked into it for sure, but it was a nice try. Res blind, got to run away, and Brollan even spams out Perfecto through connector, I think that was. So a 5-on-4 for NiP, and a very broken buy for NaVi, ending the half.
Oh, the two Cyclopses about to meet over at Long, and Simple might have the baby brother to that AWP, but he wins the fight. Rez, he was so tunnel visioned on an idea of someone being close, he discounts the trees. Brollan holding down the short side, having a push up, try play around the... Oh, bloody hell, Young's chased him. And Electronics made it up through Long with Simple to reinforce a 3v3 as this plant comes in. That nade's quite juicy. Nice. Two players. Oh, very, very low from the nade stack. Now you just got to do good on that damage.
Oh, the AWP on 4 health. It's not going to stop Simple. Electronic has to go for 1-for-1, and even that, it might not be enough with his health being so low. NiP taking their time. They have 2 Molotovs, man. One's going to go on the truck. Electronic's forced to move. He's got to take a fight. He's got to make a play, and the flash comes after. It's perfect. Simple hits his shot. Here we go. Last of the half, and there's simply no time. They need to get on this bomb right here, right now. 1-for-1 is excellent. Simple goes through. He can't see. Knife is out for the half. He's missed the slash. Oh, it looked recovered. No! 97 damage, and he doesn't do it. Left, right. Good night. It's NiP with 8 rounds at the end of the half.
Hey future pros, Nerd out here going to show you a cool nade stack from Astralis on Overpass to take care of the CT spam and connector. If executed correctly, you will give the CT something to think about next time they want to spam. You will need 3 future pros and 3 HGs for this tactic. Future pro number 1, you're going to get into this corner and using this lineup here, move forward to the end of the shadow to allow your other teammates to line up. Future Pro number 2, you will stand in the same corner and using the same lineup, move up giving space for your last teammate. Future Pro number 3, like your other teammates, you'll also use the same lineup. Once you get signal from your connector teammate, run forward until you hit the top of the hill, then jump throw. These nades will set you up with an early player advantage, favoring your team to win the round and making it easier for your connector player to push up. Your connector teammate should smoke the door to bait the CTs to spam, and that's when you will green light the airstrike. Make sure you add this in your playbook if you know the CTs like spam and connector.
Eight, 7.5. This one's a toenail biter and defeat for the team that doesn't get over the line right at the end of this, Harry. Overpass map 3. NiP already not in the top 3. It's NaVi who have qualified to playoffs, but they play on anyway as we go into our last game of Group A of Pro League. It's week 1 of 4, folks. We're here for a while. But NaVi want to shut this out right here, right now in the second half. CT side, a great T-half from them. NiP did clutch out that last round. Can they ride the high? Can they ride the momentum into this pistol?
Let's find out. First pistol round was opened up with a gnarly shot from Rez down through mid. This time Bit is a lot more measured in his approach to taking it. There we go, he will get out of there. Felt like his kind of mental timer was a little off in that one. Rest of NiP, look at them. Chalk Kings rise up as they crouch through mid. Brollan up at the front. Ooh, does win that initial engagement. Bit on the receiving end of it. Electronic still left here outside of the bathrooms. There's a bit of a nasty surprise. They might really be ready for him. They just dealt with Bit here. NiP aren't committed just yet. This bomb's still floating around middle. Oh, that one was for free. Electronic given one freebie, but then quickly pounced upon for the trade. Young's been waiting up here since the start of the round for them to hit the go button, and they're finally doing it. Perfecto moving in to join him. Young with the first. Perfecto, bit more damage, trying to get that reload off. Young cannot save his teammate, and S-Tag breaks them apart. It's a 1v1 now. S-Tag versus Simple, and Simple's running at the man at the truck side. It's S-Tag to close.
Dude, he looked like he confused Simple there, almost there in time to catch S-Tag during the animation, but he just went a step wider, and Simple thought he'd gone behind the truck. That's so unfortunate. S-Tag with a pistol round in his pocket after a pretty difficult series for the guy. Not one that you could necessarily say he's played problematically. Back on Mirage, he was just getting countered perfectly by NaVi. But that pistol round is huge. It's going to keep NiP in the lead. It's going to build it even further if NaVi don't find this force. But they are fairly consistent at picking up on CT side. Scout pistols, I've seen it many a time. That's a shot.
All right, Brollan, that's kind of keen. Simple was really looking for ways to get involved with that scout early. Ends up leaving his team a man down, and they're silent all across the map. They've not really given you any hints here as to where they're hoping to end up. So for NaVi, kind of a guessing game. How good at predicting fortunes is Electronic? I wouldn't trust him with my tarot cards right about now, I can tell you that much. The B site left empty, and NaVi will end up saving here. At least able to get out of the round with that scout as well. You can throw that onto Simple in the next one. And so you essentially have this buy, but all over again, minus a set of armor.
It's a great sign for NiP, though, to actually steal away the series win. Establishing their money early in the half with clean rounds. Get your freebies in while you still can. Simple could buy up more Kevlar behind the scout, or he could save for the AWP. Could even do both, I guess. He had a lot of money.
I mean, this round is just as deadly as it was the last time you faced it. This time with a bit more treachery as they put Simple up on the boost. It was flashed off. So they've thrown him up elsewhere. Simple. Hoping that someone comes walking this way. They hear that dink on Hampus, and Electronic wastes no time trying to chase down that kill. Even getting the AK. S-Tag's trying to blow it back with the nade right now, but you're not getting that AK back into your hands unless you pry it from Electronic's cold, dead corpse. Brollan with the backstab. We'll find Bit over in the toilets. Now rotates, starting a siphon away from B and over towards upper. Gonna leave Simple and Electronic here with the pistols, providing the overwatch for the B site. Uh-oh, that's not what you wanted. Electronic and Simple kind of get in the way of one another there. Electronic dies immediately, Simple. Oh, wait, the other way around, but still, you get the idea. They're both dead now, and the A site is wide open. NiP moving in. Young might be here with a 5-7. He would have to do something miraculous, and that's not gonna happen. Just Perfecto's Deagle left, and while it looks nice, won't get anything done. So we have the 11-7 locked in for NiP. They're able to find the pistol, land the conversion, stick the landing there.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Looking all good. Sorry, Hugo, I was going to say. I'm excited for this investment, though, because Simple has been saving for that AW.
Sooner the better. Let's hope his spawn does him justice, but I'm liking how these rounds are going early. You know, compare the T sides. We had a lot of just dry monster plays for Electronic especially. Even more calculated B hits. NiP are just trading kills out A, working mid with a pack. A 3-1-1 in this gun round now as the flash comes into middle. That's a beautiful spray for Blitz. Blitz?
What's happening now?
Words are hard, and Hampus is rock solid. Is going to get that trade put to bed by Simple's AWP, who played passive off of Spawn, knowing that flashes would be thrown. Now back in the site, attempts a flick. Popsky, Mac 10, better stay in the toilets here. Not got that range game. S-Tag just walked into B, ballsy, but it might work out. He's lost Plopsky in middle. S-Tag won't commit alone. Rez has got to grab that bomb first. NiP are going to go cold and quiet. Put NaVi in the dark. Make them guess. Make them gamble.
Yeah, the longer you go quiet, the more stale all this information becomes. NaVi just gonna have to hope they pick right, where they kind of double lean down towards lower. Simple AWPing the heavens. He's on standby for fast rotates over towards A if needed. Wonder if they're gonna send S-Tag to lob a bit of util over. Right now, Rez down at the B side of the map all alone. Might not even be a terrible idea to send S-Tag in. Right, after they just saw him and down outside of B, having him crop up on a kill feed outside the A site would defo make it look like the A play. Instead, he's just going to be lobbing these flashes. Nade to boot, that does pull the rotate up away from B, and so it's just one man here. Young over towards Spawns, caught the bomb as it crosses in, and that's the round. Might have forced the rotate away, might have dismantled the stack, but the one player there was enough to win it.
If he had his gun after the molly, I mean, that's a 1v1, that's a plant, suddenly a very winnable round, but yeah, he hoped that molly would just lock them out. But best play is just to swing there for Young. Catches him on the cross. Nice round out of NaVi. They put a stop to it early on. They don't let NiP just build a massive bank, go on a 5-round streak, win the rifle round and the follow-up eco. Now we have a game as NaVi have entered their second half. Can very quickly put NiP back to pistols themselves. Rez T-side AWPing out the gate. Excited to see where he's going to head up with that. First molly smoked. Nade combo with the second, just in case. But NiP take their time to take playground, patient. Good nade. Perfecto can do nothing about it by the time he realizes it's already too late. Very difficult to see through that. Simple can't. He'll go back on the angle, but they're running amok up long right now. Plopsky's crept up from Con at the same time. This 3-1-1 has given NiP so much space in these last couple of rounds, and this time without casualties. They're already up divider side. NaVi playing from the bomb site. It's going to regress, but does he know just how close they've crept? Simple exposed, doesn't know it. They're about to explode.
Oh, that was nearly it. Here they come. Out through the toilets. That nade slows them for a moment, but he's lost his teammate. Bit dead. Simple. Backing up into the bank. Double molly going to keep him off the angle. Will smoke it to give himself a little window into this bomb site. Now peeking through said window. He's looking for the kill to turn the tide of this round. 4v5, man down for NaVi. They need something to give them a reason to retake this one. And that re-smoke,
it's done.
That might seal the deal, really.
Yeah, unless someone throws a kill away. I don't see NaVi ever going for this one. They're even being hunted.
Yeah,
Hampus realizes
like...
he walks the smoke. So dangerous, but he heard enough players running down lower. And they're still running the whole way. Oh, he catches the AWP. They're going to have to try and pick it up. It's the big ticket item. Bit will, or Young rather. Perfecto's in the pit. Hampus, yeah, he dies, but that gun's irretrievable. And NaVi just another man lost on a round they never wanted to attempt. That hurts. Great execute for NiP. I like that. It's kind of similar to the round we saw for NaVi where they double smoke, or they didn't smoke the second molly in playground and just ran up long and beat the timings. Like, the timings there, NaVi were sort of ready for it, but they didn't expect 4 players to pop out toilets that early in the round. Didn't have the protocols in place. Bit dies with nothing. And then at that point, the util just wins the round for NiP. Second timeout. Seeing a really good T-side out of NiP today.
Yeah, kind of an insane sentence. Not with how all their other games of the group have gone, but the T-sides have looked good for NiP today. Gotta wonder as well how much of this is also coming from the kind of change that we have Rez off, and as he's grown a bit more comfortable, his numbers have still looked good. Rez homed in with this AW. Don't get given a fight anytime soon, but there is a man floating around the long bathrooms bit, playing in tandem with both Simple and Young.
Oh, run boost. Bit's got a turn. Missed flick. Oh, Bit, he's trapped. He gets one. Simple's got to play a box, though.
He wants to fight for this. Rez now arrives at the angle. Missed shot for Simple, and he will just concede. Giving up the long side. That's real estate NiP now have, but they don't want to use. Just knowing they've forced that AWP away, it's the information they've denied, not so much the ground they've gained that they're homing in on here. Gonna leave Rez to stay posted with the AWP. Once again, John King's rising up, walking through into the bathrooms.
Setup is nice, but it's dependent on that smoke. Without it, very open to short side. Sunday, I'm going to try and clear it manually. Flashed in, sees nothing, but they're so close again. He doesn't even realize. Flash back off. That's perfect for NiP. 20 seconds. It almost seemed like NaVi weren't convinced. Well, now they are committed behind the Molotov. Simple couple of shots can end the round, but it's only a tag. You're not going to get many more out of the barrel. Rez will pick him. Bomb drop. They need to pick it back up. The flank is there. Onto the truck. The plant is allowed. Perfecto not here in time. That was so close for NaVi.
Man, and it's so tempting to keep going, to try the 1v2. Would be risking it all, but here's Perfecto. Silent on the approach, trying to get up close. They're so near each other, they can't just play the trade game here. How is Perfecto meant to win this? He can't. Plopsky with the trade, with that immediate swing on the contact from his teammate. He safeguards that one, puts a stop to the clutch attempt, and puts another round on the board for NiP.
NiP are just pulling the wool over Navi's eyes. The amount of time Navi thinks that they have info or that they've cleared an area, and then they just get surprised. It's these toilets, man. NiP are just hiding inside of them. We probably need to see a toilet setup for Navi, because right there, like, that's super unlucky. Young swinging with a flash to clear short, sees no one. Then he catches a whiff, a leg of someone, and then gets popped off the angle again.
I mean, if we're being real, if we want to kind of look as to why NaVi haven't been playing in toilets a lot, I think so much of it right now is coming from Simple's AWP hasn't really been able to strike anyone down just yet. You know, he's had a bit of a rough go at it again in these last couple of rounds. I know he had his attempt, you know, his time in the limelight there, where he could have tried to win it, but you know, he hasn't really been in positions to, like, go through the motions as an AWPer, you know, taking that first, like, peek into mid. He hasn't really had spawns, hasn't wanted to AWP up front in the bathrooms themselves, kind of been leaning back a little bit more. It's feeling very restricted. Now even missing the mid Molotov, that sucks. You don't get the info out of it. It's also $600 wasted when money is a real, you know, real kind of tight thing for NaVi to try and get a hand on right now.
Yeah, I mean, you lose this, it's 14, you're broke. You're not playing for overtime at this score. NaVi probably just force buy until they either win or lose. And yeah, NiP are in full control of this game. Didn't feel like it in the first half. They were in it for sure, but to be locking NaVi out of a CT side this hard is very impressive. Resmoke a monster at the right time. NiP were just getting grouped up to go. But NaVi already running low on util. They're going to go sit in the fading smoke. There's no one spamming it. This could be problematic. Eyes on the prize for Esatag. Oh, flash coming in for Young. It could be perfect. They go through. Oh, 2 players blind, but Esatag has the cover from above. He's going to get both those kills, and NiP just go bludgeoning into this B-bomb site. 2 more short side players. They clear a third. They won't be ready for the 4th, but Esatag checks it anyway. He is on a tear right now. After a very rough series, Esatag has come alive in this second half. He had 5 kills on his first half, 3K in the pistol, and he's kept building.
I love Hampus's energy there, man.
Yeah.
Like, I really hope we have it on replay, but I know we don't. Why would we? But yeah, like the little turnaround when he realizes there was a 4th player up short.
On the player cam, just freaking out, huh? This is, yeah, and NaVi haven't even force bought. They haven't even, like, rage bought here. They, you know, they're still believing. They're still trying to play for that overtime win. But this is a very frustrating game right now. They've not even had to deal with B plays, and then they just get that. A proactive monster push that puts them in their grave. And now back to mid defaulting, because why not?
Nice change this time, those bits playing around this toilet smoke. A little further forward, not really something that NiP have had to worry about just yet. Didn't want to peek off the back of that molly pull. Instead, he's going to bide his time. Brollan owns the toilets, man.
Stinky.
He's been a real menace over here. Hampus is the doctor. Brollan is the plumber. Always making sure the toilets are clear.
He has emptied NaVi's pipes in this round. They've got nothing but pistols.
Oh, this util's gone into A, and look, man, that's one molly and a flash. That was enough to fully rotate NaVi away from the B site. Perfecto was the only guy left here. He does a good, serviceable job, really, going 1-for-1. Not enough to win the round. Simple up through the short side. Could surprise him. Rez is not ready for it. Suddenly, that's an AWP. Now retrievable. Sunday Young. Gonna find Plumsky. S-Tag dead as well, and that will be a NaVi round in the end of things. They managed to claw it back. The AWP and the AK deliver. Simple up through short. He's had a couple of quiet rounds now, but he finally gets the kills he has to. Finally gives us a more, you know, typical shade of Simple in that round.
And despite that, you know, not giving away 15 as well. NaVi were playing for it. They were playing for overtime. Now at least they can still win it in reg, but it will require some serious gumption to pull this game right back. Some nice shots, but still a long way off. 5 rounds of difference. Blade immediately laying down the law. Blade, he always looks stern. He never looks stressed. He never looks mad. Just like he wants the best for them.
Yeah, that's the...
I mean, he sometimes looks mad. I mean, all
like
coaches sometimes look mad.
That's like the, you know, your description on his demeanor.
Sure.
Kind of interesting. Ever noticed that about anyone else? Have any, like, hot takes? Who's the angriest looking CS player?
Where are we going with
I don't know, I'm just asking.
No,
It's just how conversations work.
Yeah,
kind of.
so,
you know,
you
like
just,
you say something,
the way you were looking
and
at
then
me.
I say something,
Yeah.
and then maybe you would say something back if the situation called for it. But the situation not calling for it. There is this short player, Electronic, pushed up deep. Will be on the receiving end of S-Tag out through the connector.
Okay, but it's going to bounce bad. S-Tag drops into the water. NaVi pushing up and a man down. It's what NiP are waiting for. In fact, they won't go any further, it seems, although he's getting antsy. He's getting hungry. He still goes back to Monster to play safe. Sunday Young rotates out, and again, it's the doubt for NaVi. It's how NiP have gone quiet. They've lost so many rounds to these toilet plays. This is NaVi saving. They're hoping it's A, but now they realize it's not, and a 1-for-1 when already a man down means this one should be dusted. NiP, I mean, NaVi are going to run right down. They're still going to show their face in the sight, but NiP have got the plan.
Right where they want to be. Boost up for Simple. Gonna have this all. Oh, try to peek in, try to give you a reason. Bits giving them that reason with a quick double. That was just meant to be the trade, but it's so much more. Bit doing all he can. Oh my God, he's so stressed. Now moving in, he knows the close angle's clear. He really knows it. Flash will slow him down on this push back into the site. Sunday Young's got the kit, but with Bit blowing out the water and Hampus finding the other man, that's 15 for NiP.
Yeah, this is a super good game for NiP. At the end of the day, it's worth reiterating for those who don't know, our groups are already decided. Our playoffs have been finalized, at least from Group A. Vitality in first place. We knew that yesterday with their lock-in. The only difference right now that NaVi are fighting for is that second and third spot in the group. That's going to affect their seed going into the playoffs. Vitality start quarterfinals. NaVi and Fnatic will start the round prior. And if NaVi win this game, they come second. If they lose it, they go third. NiP, unfortunately, are just fighting to bully NaVi. Their lifeline is gone. But results or not, you know, impact or not from this game, it's still an impressive matchup for NiP, who have had, unfortunately for them, just a very slow start to this group. They came in pretty cold, but at least they can go out with a bang. Trying to close it now. 6 chances to do it. 6 chances to find 1 round.
Simple in the bathroom, scoped in, ready and waiting. Brollan has been his equal in these head-to-heads, if not outshining him. So let's see what keeps up here. Simple needs something with this AWP. Thus far, no fights offered up. But they are coming. They are right around the corner. NiP are going to try and end this the way that they streak so many of these rounds together with this fast up-tempo A play. It might have opened up, but here's the rest of the push looking to come through. Simple with this AWP doing what he can. Good for the first. And there's the closer, NaVi. They find themselves at 10th.
Yeah, holding on to a toilets play. That's nice. First round for Simple in the toilets with the AWP, and he's actually going to put on a nice little 2K there, Harry. Shutting down a contact A round. I mean, it's what NaVi have been waiting for in all of these like B ending rounds for NiP. NaVi have continually stacked the A site, even last round, right? Running back up in a 4-on-5 and being left out of position. NaVi have not been convinced by many of these B plays. In fairness, now it's back to pistols here for NiP. NaVi get to redeem a free round. Three at B. Re-smoke for the monster getting set up, but it will come too late. They're already creeping through. Perfecto finishes off Hampus in monster. Electronic, lovely flick back to find a multi-kill, almost a third. But Simple will keep it clean. And at this point, money doesn't really matter for NaVi. With their backs up against the wall, they're just fighting for overtime.
Yeah, OT or bust. That'll be 3rd place in the group for NaVi. NiP showing a bit of a tendency that they want to end this the way that they found the bulk of their T-side successes with these A plays. Over in mid, Simple's flashed off the angle. His attempt at the mid fight, not fruitful. Him running all the way back. It feels like NaVi have a bit of a feeling that this might be another one of these B plays, at least with how they've positioned kind of bit and Simple here. Very, very passive back within the A site. But it means they're that much faster on the rotate.
None of those tags hitting is quite scary. Because with the door off, Electronic might feel like his con is clear, and it's certainly not. They just flash from monster. It's likely a free kill onto Electronic. Instead, NiP come back up connector into Simple. He's on a safer angle. They're still going to flash it. Oh, they missed the flash. Now Simple's on the angle. It's not gone well here for NiP. Meanwhile, Hampus puts pressure on B, but he won't commit. As the monster smoke comes out, so does he. He leaves. Electronic waiting here all round. Gets his frag from the monster side and even escapes just past the barrel of Esatag. They're very split right now. 35 seconds.
And I guess the best option here is just to B play it, right? They've given up a lot of ground over towards A, having to go back and get this bomb. Not going to leave them with a lot of time. So they need to go where everyone is outside of this B site. Gonna try and come through Monster. That seems to be the game plan. Oh, Electronic with that swing. He's got the info. That was the bomb spotted. So NaVi are all starting to mobilize down towards lower. One kill in the right place could win this round for NaVi. Instead, Simple gone immediately. Rez taking it one step further. Bomb could still get denied, but with Bit falling over it short, this one's getting away from NaVi. Young, 1 versus 1 now. Just Rez left to find. Who bides his time down in the pit, but Young is moving in, is getting ever closer. And Rez wins the 1v1 to win it for NiP. A 2-1 victory over the NaVi boys. And NiP can hold their head high over that one, at least. For NaVi, this means 3rd in the group. That's where they're ending up.
Так какой тренер?